I'll get that air adjusted. Yeah. Might roll the window down. Alright. How we doing, family? We're gonna do a little late night drive and all that, so ain't nothing too serious. Just to help us understand what's really going on within this world, how we speaking to ourselves. So we're gonna get some more people in, get our mind right. Make sure we get our ego right too. But how's everybody's mental health? How's everybody feeling today? It's just something to get our thoughts out. Come together and elevate ourselves too. Speaking highly of each other, speaking highly of ourselves as well. And for the most part as well, to the person that's going through something out there, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're seeing this on, good things gonna always happen to you and for you. And the best thing is too, when it comes down to spell casting, spelling, or whatever you want to call spells in general, we gotta understand that all these different programs in our mind are meant to be ran a certain kind of way through a certain type of enlightenment. And if we're not aware or awake into what spells are and how we're supposed to be speaking them, then we're not going to know where to go or what to experience in our experience. Which is why you got to speak highly of yourself and never doubt yourself when you're always doubted. When people always doubt you, you got to make sure no matter what, you don't doubt yourself. Push through with anything that's going against you. And that's the thing too, you should want people to go against you, because that just shows you who they are on the other side of things, if you really want to be technical. My mental health pretty good right now. No cap. About to make a steak. That's good, bro. I'm glad that you're having, your mental health is beneficial. I'm glad that you're living a great experience today. Honestly, what's today? Monday. So whatever Roman God that is, I'm glad that you endured past that. Making yourself something to eat. But let's get into this teaching though. Overall, when it comes to spell casting, we gotta understand that for whatever we go through, whatever we experience, whatever we say becomes our reality. And that's exactly why we have to make sure, no matter what, we don't program our reality with negative programs. So it's like you wake up every single day and you think to yourself, I'm not gonna have a great day, or things won't go as planned for today, or I'm a failure, or I'm this, or I'm that. You keep telling your subconscious mind that that's going to be your reality for that day. And then if you're not a strong-minded person, not saying that you're not to the viewer watching this, but if you're not a strong-minded person, then on a mental aspect, you're never going to be able to transcend your closed-minded perspective, because you keep talking down on yourself. So if you want to talk down on yourself, then your subconscious mind won't uplift you. And how would you expect your subconscious mind to uplift you when it's asleep? That's the worst type of spell in this dimension. If you have a sleep ego, then of course you already know what to expect with your life. You're going to be blind. You're going to be blind for... Just pause the fuck out of this shit. I do apologize for that, because I was trying to see the directions. But a sleeping ego is the worst kind, because if you do not pay attention to how to check your ego, then your ego will check itself for you. Meaning that every day you get out that bed and you go outside, or you do whatever you got to do to wake up, you got to look into the mirror and you got to speak a positive spell for yourself. And somebody would say, that sounds like witchcraft to me, that sounds like demonology to me, that sounds like demonic forces to me. It's like if somebody tells you that, or somebody comments that, all you're doing is projecting what you do onto other people. So it wouldn't even make sense, literally. On top of that, speaking spells is what we've been doing before we were even placed under a demonic frequency. So when I mean demonic frequency, I mean that there are literally programs, there are literally entities, and somebody won't understand this, but that's why these lives will always be on YouTube, so that years down the line when you become awakened, you'll know what I'm talking about. But when it comes down to entities, when it comes down to just transfers of consciousness, we have to understand that no matter what, our consciousness is always going to be transferred by higher beings that run this realm, because we share a realm with everything besides human beings. If you just believe that we're in a domain with human beings per se, then you're obviously not awakened to what you're living in. So you'll keep lying in lies because you're fearful of what is out there or what is experiencing your life. Meaning that if you're not awakened to what being is trying to transfer into your body, so if you've never seen Jennifer's Body with Megan Fox, literally telling you that there are different souls or different beings without a mind or a consciousness. They'll unconsciously transfer their mind into your body to where now you think that these thoughts that you're having are yours, but they're not. You're sharing them with another entity. And so if you're not strong-minded, then you're going to fall into that consciousness. So once again, get out of your mind. You have to check your ego every single day. Why? Because the ego is like a baby. So meaning you have to make sure if you had nothing nice to say, then don't say it at all. But if you want to uplift somebody, then uplift them. So kids, for example, we got to be able to guide, and I'll say teach too, but we have to guide the young generation on how to speak positive towards themselves. And it's like, how would you do that? Well, the best thing for them to do is make them question their own life, like guide them to different questions that they're curious about. So they have a question and you can't answer it, and that shows that you're not putting in more work towards your mind or your kid's mind. So if a kid said, how can I be more confident within myself? Well, for one, let's look into the mirror and ask yourself, what do you see? What do you want to experience seeing? How would you want your life to enhance? If they can't answer that, then let's guide them towards that answer. Let's make sure that we speak positive in the mirror by telling ourselves through a certain spell, I am this way. I look this way. Man, I look so good today. I can't wait to have a great day. I am having a great day. I love myself. Say you love your name, your full name. Look at yourself in the eyes and speak that spell to your subconscious mind. If you tell your mind every single day that you love it or you adore it or you care about it, what makes you think your subconscious mind won't project a positive reality towards you? That makes sense to me. Obviously, it's like if our mind is a tape recorder, then why are we not speaking positive spells to our mind? Why are we waking up every day suffering? It's like, how are you God suffering and you're a losing? How are you God suffering and you're a losing? That never made sense to me. So it's like we allow this suffering. We blame other people for our problems because we lack accountability. Hell nah. We need to take full throttle of our life, and nobody's going to give that to us. So you can blame it on your parents or your siblings, whoever the case may be. That will not help your case for the future. And also as well, doing meditation methods. So like, for example, 369. There's a method that I would give free game for you. So you have 9 things, like, so 9 affirmations. You can say one of them. You can say, I am taking a trip to Italy, for example. Okay, cool. So you just spoke that spell. Now say that 9 times in the morning. So that'd be 3 times. So for example, if you say, I am going to Italy, or I am excited to be in Italy and smell the nature that Italy provides. If you say that 9 times, 3 times, that would be 27 times, because 9 times 3 is 27. So by you doing that, say that 3 times, 9 times. So for example, I am thankful, whatever. Then you say that again. So I did 9 times, you do it again 9 times. Then you do it one more time 9 times. Now you just did 27 affirmations continuously, and then your subconscious mind's gonna be like, why are we doing this? Why are we saying this? Because you're literally trying to enhance your lifestyle. And you're the only person that can do that for yourself. Nobody can teach you that but yourself. And then in the afternoon, 6 times. Say that same affirmations 9 times. Do it 6 times though by doing it 9 times. So for example, like a small example, I am wealthy. Okay, say that 9 times, but then do that 6 times. So I am wealthy, etc. Boom, 9 times. Now do it again. I am wealthy. Okay, 9 times. That's 2 times now. You just did it 9 times twice. Now the 3rd time, I am wealthy. Now you 9 times, that's 3 times that you did that. You keep doing that, your subconscious mind is going to show you what wealth looks like. And that's all because of you. But the thing is though, if you don't believe in you, then nobody will believe in yourself, and your ego won't even believe in you either. So if you don't believe that you are actually what you think you are, then you won't be what you think you are supposed to be. So how can you think like that? You have to transcend your ego. And that's why the ego is so dangerous, because it keeps us stuck in this infinite loop of unconsciousness. Literally. Hopefully y'all can hear me too. I want to make sure this shit too loud, but literally, so if you're not able to transcend your ego, then of course it's like you're not going to be able to comprehend what type of spell that you should be speaking. And this all goes with sorcery, mysticism, mythology. This goes with philosophy, ideologies, different types of Gnosticism as well, alchemy, occultism, like all these different practices you can do in front of people. You can do behind closed doors or whatever, you make it. But all of this is just energy. It's an energy transfer. So you have to transfer that positive energy. And if you don't do that, then it's like, of course, you're going to be stuck in your own simulation. Which is why no matter what, you got to make sure that you keep on speaking highly of yourself. And you keep on believing in yourself when nobody believes in you. So by you doing that as well, when it comes down to the spells, even with English is meant to enslave and limit our higher self. So it's like if you're speaking And not even speaking, but if you're thinking low of yourself, you project that to somebody else. All you're doing is projecting what you don't know into somebody else. So if you keep on doing that projection, then obviously you're not going to have a great experience. Why? Because your projector is showing you your suppressed feelings, which is why you have to feel how you feel. You have to love what you love. You have to go through what you're going through. Like, no matter what, you have to pick yourself up when you're down. That's exactly why it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to want to be mad at certain things, or it's okay to be sad. But if you're speaking and like, man, I hate this shit, or I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, then it's just like, what are you doing to yourself, God? Why are you talking like that? Why are you talking like that? You don't even believe what you're saying. And that's what, and what the thing is too, we can blame, people want to use that title as a scapegoat. People want to say, oh, it's saying that did this or did that. It's like, okay, cool. You can blame that on that title all you want, but it still will not help you get to where you need to be, because you are Satan talking down on yourself. Meaning that if you're living this life through Satan's ego, then it's like, how are you going to live a better life? How? You have to provide your own enlightenment. You have to literally become awakened into what you're sleeping in. So your dreams can be your reality. So in order to make your dreams your reality, you have to actually believe that you're dreaming in this reality right now. And that takes time and dedication into practicing and stay consistent with that. Like, you can't just sit there and think to yourself, like, if somebody tells you that you can do whatever you want, you'd be like, man, I'm tired of hearing that. I've been heard that, ain't nothing happened to me. Okay, subconsciously, you're going to be so unconscious to the fact that you can actually achieve whatever you want, and you can command anything you want in this world, but because you don't know how to do it, you're going to say, nah, I don't believe in none of that, because I've never done it, I ain't never seen the proof. It's like, it's delayed gratification, family. Like, you can't expect something to happen overnight, even though it literally happened overnight when you spoke it into existence. But the thing is, though, you got to make sure that you put action behind your words. So you can say whatever you want, but it's like, if you're not putting in action, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. So it's like, okay, I want to get this for my family. Okay, you're saying that, but you're sitting on your ass watching other people live the life that you already are trying to live in. How does that make sense to you, God? If you're made in his or her image, it's like, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your words? What are you doing with your thoughts? Because if you are speaking negative and you're thinking negative, where do you think you're going to go? There is no heaven for you. You're stuck in hell. So by that as well, even when I say hell, when I keep saying that, hell is a program. So meaning that the frequency that we live in, for example, how we're living in this simulation, how we're seeing all these cars drive. These cars think that we're living in a simulation and we're driving to a location, but the whole entire time, I'm driving myself through these other cars' ideologies. So they are all having these thoughts right now, and we're all sharing them on the highway. So now think of your mind like a highway, okay? So when it comes down to a highway, so true, I appreciate you. When it comes down to a highway, our thoughts, it's like a mental highway that you can't even see. So when it comes to transparency, as you're driving, as you're like, wherever you're at, on a plane, on a car, on a boat, on a scooter, it doesn't even matter. Wherever you are, you have to mind your thoughts. That's what being mindful actually means, to mind your thoughts. Why? Because we share them. So you may think about suicide, but the whole entire time, spiritually, you can't even kill yourself. So what are you really killing? Oh, you're killing your subconscious mind because you're bored, you're sad, you're feeling a certain way because your ego will not allow you to transcend your limiting belief system. Why would Satan want you to get to a higher enlightenment? Why would Satan want you to be comfortable in heaven when you've been stuck in hell, when you were born in hell? Why would Satan want you to be mindful of your program, your unconscious program on top of that? Why would Satan want you to speak your life into existence when you haven't been doing that for like your whole life? Why? That's exactly why you have to do, no matter, like, whatever you do, no matter what, you tell yourself, I am the commander of my life, because you are. And it even comes down to like a relationship as well. You cannot expect a happy home if you don't even have happy thoughts in your home. You can't expect a happy home if you have negative thoughts in the home. That literally makes no sense. It's like, you know your partner's not doing something right, but because the love is so strong, you are blindsided by their red flags. And that's what's going to keep your ass stuck in their simulation. Not only that, they're going to groom your mind to the point to where you can't even see past their pattern. You can't even see past their pattern because you're so fixated on the sex, the fantasies, the money, the gifts, the nourishment, the nurturing, the cuddling, the kissing. All of these little cute little things, right? Sound cute, sound good. But if somebody tells you they want something in their life and you can't provide that for them and they leave you, now what happened to you? They basically took a part of you with them. And if you can't find yourself through them, oh my gosh, now you're stuck. And now you're going to be looking for a therapist or a doctor to help you, or a friend or a sibling or a sis, whatever the case may be. You can look for somebody, and when they can't help you, then you're going to shit on them because it's like, man, I can help everybody else, but when it's time for me, nobody can help me. What did you expect, God? What did you expect, God? You expected somebody who can't help themselves to help you? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. That's exactly why spelling, every time you are speaking a spell, you have to always be sure to never let that hinder your growth. Every spell that you speak, you want that spell to sound divine, because that's the whole purpose of you actually living in your divinity. You gotta make sure no matter what, whatever that you're going through. So like, for example, as well, like let's say if you're a child. Damn, if you're a child. Because now my spirit about to go crazy with this, because we ain't driving no more, we got focus. When it comes to children, teenagers, young adults, whatever the case may be, right? There are kids out there. Before we get into the adults, let's get into the children first, because it starts in the household. It starts with young men and women out here. So my young men out here, let's start with you. If you don't have a mother or father in the house, even if you do, this goes for both. You have to understand that even if you have both parents in the household, that is still not enough love. What I mean is, if your mom or dad can't come into your room daily and ask how you doing, how you living, how was school, but not even just that, ask outside of the program. If your family can't do that, do not get mad at them because they can't ask you enlightening questions or awakening questions beyond your awakening. So therefore, and some of you aren't even awakened to even comprehend that, but as you become a teenager, these videos will be able to help you through that. But the thing is though, you have to help yourself in this whole entire life, because there will come a day to where your mom and dad won't be able to help you, and there are some people who don't even have that help. So if you do have your parents, love them for what they're doing and be the parent that you never had, literally. So to my young men out there, if you're considered, ugly or this or that to a woman or to a man, whatever you are into nowadays, all that stuff does not matter, because these people are projecting themselves onto you. So if you think that somebody called you, so if a girl walked up to you and said that you were ugly, you're not ugly, young man. She's literally telling you that she hates what she sees, and so she thinks that it's ugly, and she knows that it's ugly. So she's projecting that onto you. But you being a handsome young man, no homo, you being a handsome or good-looking young man that you always been, you had to actually go into the mirror before you even go to school, before you even go to your practice or whatever the case may be. Look into the mirror and actually tell yourself, I am a good-looking man. And then once you do that, how can I look better? How can I be more confident as a 10-year-old, 9-year-old, 11-year-old, 15-year-old? How can I do that for myself? Once you do that, your subconscious mind will show you what program to follow to get into that higher way of thinking, because it's all a different way for your mind to get out of this certain mindset. So you have to set your mind into a different setting of thinking. So you have to actually think outside of your old program. So because even with men, when some men out there or some young boys out there, they'll tell you like, I don't like your outfit, I don't like your shoes, or you're this or you're that, or you're stupid, you're dumb. Don't believe that, because the moment you believe that program or that projection, now all you're doing is you're digesting that projection onto yourself. So you're just basically, once again, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're jumping off of a cliff blindfolded. You're basically following a shepherd that's following other shepherds. So it's still a sheep. So therefore, you're no better than a sheep, even though you are a shepherd. Now, when it comes to teenagers as well, this is where the emotions come in. The mind starts getting complicated. You start crushing on girls. You start figuring out about sex. You start learning about your trauma. You start learning about grades. Start learning about college. You start growing up. But thing is though too, some kids in this world, they also had deep trauma that hit them at a young age. And if you went through that, you gotta understand that as well when it comes to spells. Spells were meant to groom your mind at a young age, literally, because there are certain people that have been. So when it comes down to spells too, let me not just say that, not just explain it either. We always gotta go in depth. But spells, every day, once again, when your eyelids literally open up like this, you are literally placed under a frequency that you can't even see. So your mind is stuck in a light and dark prison, so duality basically. And your consciousness is stuck in a certain enlightenment that you are living in. So if you are living in your root chakra, if you're living in your lower self, if you're living down with your dick or your vagina, you are not able to even understand everything I just said. But if you are rising and you are awakening beyond yourself and you're beginning to understand and overstand yourself, then all you're doing is you're awakening your crown chakra. So now you're becoming logical. You're becoming conscious of your ego. And therefore with that, Therefore, with that, you're thinking to yourself now, okay, you are able to freely think for yourself. So no matter what, you don't care what people say. You don't care what people think, because why? It's all a projection. So therefore, you're able to cast your own spells upon yourself. And you should be doing that every time you wake up out of the bed, because that's the moment that you are at war, because the mind becomes to be active. So even as a teenager, whatever you go through, the past does not define you, but your past is a part of you. So because your past is a part of you, do not make that the chokehold, or what's the word for it? I don't want to say lynch, but don't make that rope that you hang yourself with. Don't make the past the rope that you hang yourself with. The moment you allow yourself to do that, the moment you allow your past to put you in a chokehold, you begin to lynch yourself slowly. So as you're doing that, that's where people actually do commit suicide, because they don't have an outlet to go to, which is why no matter what you are going through, you got to always say, it's going to be okay, God. It's going to be okay, God. It's like, love yourself, hug yourself, actually give yourself that encouragement, give yourself compassion, be kind to yourself. Noose, thank you, B Sharp. So yes, don't put a noose around your neck. Don't allow these words or the past, don't allow your future to even put you in a chokehold as well, because you're going to make yourself anxious. So when people think that these things are like supposed to happen for the future, all you're doing is you're just literally going to procrastinate on ideas that you already brought into fruition. So you have to be careful with how you're thinking towards the future and the past. Stay in the current moment. Once you stay in the current moment, you're at peace. You're at peace with yourself. You're at peace with life. You're at peace with the way you are living your own life. And that's really the whole key into living a peaceful life, is by coming together and finding out what you should be doing amongst your own words and how you say things. So even with telepathy, if we were practicing telepathy, for one, somebody would probably ask a great question. If we're practicing telepathy, would we speak English? No, we wouldn't. Because why? Before the English language, we were using actually our mind to speak. The thing is, though, what were we speaking through our mind? Frequency. If we didn't have Hebrew or Aramaic or like whatever ethnicity that you want to speak on, if we didn't have any of these man-made concepts, we would be speaking frequencies, like actually a tune, like a certain harmonizing within our own balance of our divinity. Literally. So we will be able to comprehend each other from far away. So like I could talk to you from like Europe or Asia or Africa or under the sea, whatever the case may be. We can talk to animals. We can talk to birds, because they use their mind. They don't speak English, my nigga. Like, we came up with that because we thought to ourselves, if we're going to live in our own simulation, then we have to become dominant amongst other apex predators. Literally. So that's why we have to make sure, no matter what, like so even with women, they do have telepathy capabilities, but as a man, if you want to please her, like even before you talk to her, you have to actually think to yourself, how can you get her? And so it's crazy. She looks at you. She's trying to get your attention. So because of that, be confident. Okay, I see her looking at me. So now read her mind through your mind. So it's like, okay, she's giving me consent with her eyes. Okay, cool, I'm going in for it. Now you walk up to her, introduce yourself, like speak, be high up, get your chest out, get your back straight, become aligned with yourself. And therefore, once you become aligned, be a clear thinker. Don't overdo it. Don't do too much. Just be yourself. And whatever it is that you like, just be yourself and speak highly of yourself and give her confidence as well. Or him confidence. Give your mom and dad confidence, because our own parents, and that's where it starts too, in the household once again. So if your mom and your dad, they even speak positive of themselves, how can they do it for you? They can't. So it's like, if your mom and dad doesn't even say I love you to themselves, then you don't even know what love even looks like. You don't even know. On top of that, if you have a single parent household, you really are confused about what love is. I'm not saying that you are confused, but you're in a confusion state, because it's like, how can you say you love this person but you was just with this nigga and this girl last night? How you in the kitchen saying you love this person but you was just with... It's like, as a kid, you like, man, it ain't my business, but it's like, that's your business, fam, because now your parents are projecting a spell onto you of making you think that this is actually love, but it's not. That's just a form of lust through love. So people aren't loving each other, they're just lusting after each other. So once you break the spell of lust, then you begin to break free from a unconscious program. Literally, that's what all this whole life experience is about, is breaking free from the lustful spirit of spelling. So when it comes down to spelling, again, as you're like, for example, even with a car, if you want to manifest a car, go to a car lot, actually find a car that you want, like actually don't sit there and go on YouTube and don't watch car enthusiasts, or don't watch car YouTubers, don't watch people on TV saying, oh, look at my Lamborghini. Like, no, get up and actually go ahead and Google, what's the nearest car lot near me? And then whatever car you want, drive there, get an Uber, take a bus, take a scooter, walk. Once you get there, you see the car that you want. Somebody may walk out and be like, hey, can I help you today? So our parents are our first examples. Exactly. Once you go to the car lot, what the fuck? Somebody may ask you, like, okay, I see you at the car lot. Would you want this Mitsubishi, or you want this BMW? You want this Tahoe? You want this track car? What would you like? I'm just coming here to observe. I'm coming here to manifest. I respect it, my brother. And then just ask questions. You got to ask questions like, hey, so how much would this car... Like, you have to actually learn and experience life. You can't be in the house all day thinking that that's actually life. It's not life. Go explore the simulation and ask questions. So, okay, how much would this car cost? Oh, it'll cost like 30 bands. Don't say damn, or don't say that's expensive. No, it's not expensive to you. That's actually a decent price. Truth be told. So by you thinking like that, you don't say, man, I don't got it right now. Don't ever in your life say I don't got it right now. Even if you don't got it right now, don't know. Lie to your brain. Okay, 30,000, checking my account. Don't see it in there. Don't, you're lying to yourself now. Cause you see it. You see it. So once you see your bank account and you see the price on that car, you say it to yourself. And what's crazy, ask the car owner too, what can I do to get this money? Because they may even help you. If they can't help you, that's cool. Help yourself. So now you ask yourself, what can I do to get this car that I want? It's 30,000. What job can I get? What business can I do to get this 30,000? How can I get there? Now it's like, okay, critical thinking skills. So now you're thinking outside the box. Okay, you're telling your subconscious mind, we do got the money. Because you do. So now as you're sitting there thinking to yourself, okay, you observe the car, touch the car. Like, actually, oh, wow, okay, look at the painting on this car. Okay, it feels so good. Wow, I got stars in my ceiling. Okay, that's so nice. Okay, so now I got stars in the ceiling. I want red stars. And the thing is, too, it's like for example, and somebody will say, man, you're delusional right now. That's key. That's key to enlightenment. So right now in my car, I have blue stars in my ceiling, right? You can't see it, but you'll see it. You'll see it one day, right? It'll be so crazy too. I got blue stars in my ceiling, and I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful for that. I got LED lights in my car. I'm so thankful for that. I got all this technology in my car, and I'm thankful for that. I got, it's so much beautiful things on my car. I'm just so thankful for the experience. And the thing is, you probably like, nigga, there's no stars in the... Exactly. Contradict everything, question everything. Once you can think like that, now your subconscious mind will actually, one day, you'll wake up and you'll have stars in your ceiling. Literally, so you'll be like, damn, I really did it. Yeah, you did. And then you'll be on Instagram on your story like, flexing. You'll be like, bro, dreams are your reality, literally. So now once you touch the car, you look at it, you observe it, name the car, envision yourself actually, and don't even talk. Envision yourself in the car, like, how are you driving? Where are you going? What items are you getting? How happy are you? How grateful are you? How thankful are you? What are you feeling in that moment? How is your energy moving? What's the air like? What's the sun looking like? Is it rainy? Is it cloudy? Is it stormy? Is it sunny outside? Are the birds chirping? Are people happy? Is it summertime? Is it wintertime? When are you getting this car? Like, actually question your ego to where your ego says, this is going to happen. And it will, because you are thinking out of your ego. Good words, bro. I appreciate you. All credit goes to the Most High. So, even when it comes down to like marriage, when it comes down to uplifting your spouse, every day it's going to be challenging to even want to love on somebody. It's a chore. It's a chore to loving on yourself and other people. So, excuse me, you got to be able to understand that people are not going to always be at the level that you are at, and you have to literally be okay with that. But the thing is, though, do not give up on them, because they can really reach that enlightenment. They can reach that awakening. They can reach that understanding, and you can get them there. But the thing is, though, if somebody's trying to ask you a question and you get mad, that shows you that you're a demonic program. Because why are you getting mad at somebody's asking you an unconscious question that you should already know? If you're already awakened, why are you upset about the way people are acting? That's just a program. That's their program. So speak highly of them. You know what? Man, somebody just T-boned that nigga's car. They're going to be all right, though, man. You know, they're going to be good. Hopefully, like, not even hopefully. They're going to go home. They're going to be safe. If they get injured, they're going to have ice on their body. They're going to think positive of their body. They're going to be okay with this simulations experience. They won't have PTSD. It's just like, speak highly of people, even with ambulance, fire trucks. Speak highly of that situation. Yeah, somebody's out there about to get injured. Somebody's house is on fire. Somebody's house got blown up. you know what, that ain't got nothing to do with me, but whoever's going through that situation, they will be okay. They will be good. Even when it comes down to your business or your friendship, you know what, we just had a dispute, we just had an argument, but you know what, I still love this person. Why? Because it's like no argument can tarnish our friendship or our business partnership. I won't let that happen because I know how that feels. And the thing is too, do not try to, you can't rebuild a burnt bridge. You can't rebuild a burnt bridge. So if that bridge is already burnt, you can't rebuild it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Like, don't be persistent on trying to rebuild that shit. Because you can't do it. And if you can't do it, stop doing it. Why? Because you know how this person is. They need help. So if you can't help them, and what the thing is too, you can help them so much. You have to learn how to stop letting these spells hinder your growth into growing up into who you always were supposed to be, God. Literally and figuratively. You gotta always be sure to manifest your affirmations every single day. You have to make sure you create your own. You can research any affirmation you want, but it does not matter, because how do you feel, God? What manifestation do you want to come into fruition? How fruitful do you want to be? How much labor have you put into where now your works are presenting itself to the masses? How much work have you done? And that's through anything. That goes through anything. So to the people who watch this in the future, if you want to get somewhere in life, you have to start right now. No matter who's watching you, because that one person watching you will tell you, that, like, from 5 years down the line, they'll be like, bro, I've been watching you for 5 years. I remember when you were at this enlightenment and this level, but now look at you. That's what you should, like, be grateful for, because there are people who actually look up to you. And that goes to man or woman out there. No matter how young you are, you can literally, somebody can look up to you no matter what, because it's the way that you carry yourself and your ego. So no matter how much egotistical patterns that you have to be able to be okay with that and actually transcend and be okay with being who you are. So stop letting your ego get in the way of your relationships or your partnerships or your marriage, whatever the case may be. Don't let your ego kill you, because it can do that every single day. And not only that, stop believing what the media says or what the news says, what the TV says, because these things are telling lies to your vision and your ears. So as you're driving, think to yourself, well, crazy if you have a car, but if you don't have a car, visualize yourself in a car. Journal about that, literally. So I got my journal right here too. Like, you have to actually want to journal your thoughts, because the moment you journal your thoughts, now you become to, let me get this thing situated real quick. Now it's like, you gotta actually, and the thing is too, when you have a new journal, get another one. And like, these journals are your Bible. So whatever you have on your mind, write it down, but then believe it. Yes, I love journaling. See, you're on game. And the thing is, like, too, like I said, affirmations, so 369. And the thing is, you can do any method you want. You can do 777, 432, 739. You can do 863, 891, 457, 333, 777, 888, 999. You get it. There's many frequencies out there. So it's whatever you want it to be. So by you doing that, now all you got to do is just keep doing it every single day. Even if you don't want to, speak it every day. Look into the mirror and say, I am having a great day. No matter what's going on, you're doing great. Whatever your name is. Like, look into the mirror and say, you're doing great. I appreciate you. You're doing your best. You're trying your hardest. You are. No matter how tired you are, do it when you're tired. No excuses, God or Goddess. Get up and do it. Keep getting up early. Keep getting great sleep. Keep getting that quality sleep. And then when you get up, finish your day before 12 o'clock. Imagine if you get up early and you finish your day before 10 o'clock hits. You just beat the game. Not only that, you can beat the game, take a nap for 2 hours, wake up 1 in the afternoon to like 9. You just, well, then 2, unless you have like a 9-to-5 job and you're at that company or whatever the case may be. But even still, no excuses. So for example, let's say you have a 9-to-5, right? Spellcasting. Okay, you know that you have this job that you got to go to. Cool. So now in your mind, you think to yourself, okay, my job starts at 9. So let me not get up at 8 o'clock. Because if I get up at 8 o'clock, then I got an hour to get ready, 30 minutes to drive there, maybe 20 minutes to get there, depending on how far it is. And then on top of that, now you work the whole day, you're drained, you're stressed out, you're trying to get this thing going, thing done, whatever the case may be. You got dinner, if you got kids, you got to worry about the kids, pick up the kids from school, whatever the case may be. Then 5 hits, you got traffic, so you're already pissed off now. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're thinking about food, you want to lay down, you want to chill. Winding down time. I was to say wine and dine, what the fuck? But You're winding down your time. So now as you get to the crib, if you don't have kids, some people will clock out of their job and they won't clock back into their hobbies. Crazy to me. So you clocked out of your job, now you're back at the crib. You probably made some dinner, you're watching your favorite show, you just chilling, you probably smoking, doing hookah, or you're sober, just on the couch, playing the game, whatever the case may be. Or you're watching YouTube videos, you're watching TV, distracted. Okay, got you. So not only that, people will say, well, I only got 4 or 3 hours to myself. That's better than nothing, God. There's some people who only can get an hour to themselves, and you're complaining because you got 3 hours or 4 hours to yourself after your job. What do you think is going to happen? You got to put in 10,000 hours to master something in this universe. So 3 hours is better than 1 hour. 1 hour is better than 50 minutes. 1 hour is better than 30 minutes. 1 hour is better than 20 minits. You know, it's just so many things that we have to stop being a victim to. It's like we choose to be lazy. Then it's like, oh man, it's 10 o'clock at night. I ain't get time to do my hobby. No, you did. You did. You had time. But what did you do? You sat there. You were on Hulu watching people on the island make love to each other. You watching people live out a fantasy on national television or reality TV shows. You're watching Housewives, or you're watching or men fight each other on TV. You're watching wrestling. You're watching the NBA. You're watching sports. You're watching scripted propaganda. You're on YouTube watching other people live out their content, but you're not making content of your own. Not only that, it's like if you didn't put in no work, you're smoking, and then you're sitting down on the couch doing indica, thinking to yourself like, oh, okay, well, now I'm lazy, I'm kicked back. You have 3 or 4 hours to yourself after your job, but you're sitting on your ass, not doing anything to benefit your lifestyle. And then when 20 or 30 years come down, you're asking yourself as a grown-ass man or woman, wow, I'm still working at the job that I hate, and I can't seem to get my hobbies into my fruition or my manifestation. No shit, Sherlock. You done wasted 20 years dedicating your time to influencers, to celebrities, to TV, to clubs, to parties, to getting drunk, getting high, being lazy, taking naps, complaining, mindlessly scrolling on social media. Like, imagine being on your phone at night, scrolling on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram for hours. You wasted an hour scrolling on a timeline that does not even exist. And then you complain to society, man, 9-to-5 jobs. Man, that 9-to-5 job is there to help you learn who you are. Literally. So it's like, if you got kids now you got kids, let's get deeper into that. Do it tired. If you got kids at the crib, okay, cool. 9-to-5. You clock out of work, you go home at 5 or 6, whatever the case may be. Cool. All right. Talk to the kids. Some people don't do that. Gotta cook for the kids. Some people don't even do that. Make sure that the kids are well fed, they're nourished, they're taken care of, their mental health is good, and they got problems, you ask about them. You become better as a parent. Some people can't do that. So cool. Now it's like all them hours you're dedicating to your kid or your child. That's amazing. Nice. You got dinner. Okay. As your kids are eating, work on your book. Work on your content. Make a video. The thing is, people are so scared to freely be themselves on the internet. That's amazing to me. So it's like you hide your personality behind closed doors, but on the internet, you are somebody else that you're not. And then when somebody sees you in person and they say, I didn't think you acted that way. You don't act the way that you act on it. Well, yeah, duh. It's a duality. It's a dualistic personality. So people on the internet are not who they say they are or the way they act. So don't sit there and watch somebody live out a facade on the internet. It's a facade for a reason. That's why social media exists, to show you who the truth tellers are and the liars. So liars get more views. No shit. But truth tellers get their views limited for a reason. Duh, because they speak real shit. And people hate the truth, obviously. And on top of that, it's like, okay, if you're going to be influenced or you're going to be under manipulation, who are you listening to? Who are you watching? How are they benefiting your life? If you're watching somebody play the game, listen to music, show their titties off, twerk, dance, make music, make art. If you're watching somebody broadcast a TV show on their stream or their live or whatever the case may be, what are you doing wasting your time watching that? Once again, you clocked out now. Your kids asleep. They probably playing the game. They playing their toys. You're on the phone like, man, I love their life. Look at them. It's so beautiful. You got 2 hours till bedtime. What are we doing? But it's like, hey, you're grown. Do what you want. Can't nobody tell you how to live your life but you. So it's like, if you can't even wake up to that spell, then oh my God, when your kids go to sleep, Now you're tired. Now you're like, man, it's time for me to go to sleep. Now you wake up, the alarm clock, beep, beep, beep. You like, God, bro, I don't want to go to work today, man. That's when it starts right there. As soon as you wake up, oh, man, I don't want to get up, man. I just want to be rich, man. I just want to make money in my... You're saying all the correct things, but yet and still you're getting up and going to this job. So you're allowing your mind to be enslaved. You're allowing your mind to be enslaved. You hate this job, but yet you still go. Oh, wait a minute. Them bills got to get paid. Oh, wait a minute. Them kids got to eat. Oh, wait a minute. You got to eat. Oh, wait a minute. That car, it got insurance on it. Them taxes, come on now. Come on. It's like, there's so many factors to this shit. It's like, you can blame Uncle Sam. You can blame the government all you want. It will not change anything in this world but your mindset. We can sit there and talk about the system all day, all night, but it does not matter. Why? Because if 8 billion people cannot wake up into not paying bills, we will always pay bills. And some of us have to accept that shit. That's how sad it is. It's so sad you can't change it. Live your life for yourself. So therefore, if your partner will not want to better their life and they hate their job and they're always complaining to you, then you choose to deal with their emotions. And that's your fault. But if you wake up and say, all right, only got 4 hours of sleep. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Or in the rising. My job starts at 9. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I got 4 hours of myself. So, okay, my kids are good. I got 2 hours. Well, you got to actually think outside your program now. Like, don't wake up and say, man, work again. Bro. Like, no, don't do that. You wake up and you say to yourself, okay, you're tired. You know you're tired, but hold on. Check your ego. Because your ego will say, I'm tired. But spiritually, let's do this. I'm ready. Like, today's Monday. Today's Tuesday. Let's get to it. Fuck it. And it's like, you won't be that happy, obviously. But, like, you have to lie to yourself. So it's like, life is good. My heart's still beating. I got 2 hands. I got 2 arms. I got 2 feet. I got water. I got juice. I got fruit in my fridge. I got a house. I got a household under my head. Why are we complaining? Let's get to the money. Let's get to the bag. Let's do this. Okay? I got 2 hours before my kids wake up. Okay, boom. Okay, my book is good. I just finished a chapter. Okay, boom. Okay, now I got like 15 minutes to read like 5 pages. Okay, cool. Now you're reading pages. Okay. Okay, cool. Now I'm reading pages. Boom. Now you just learned something new. You just did your job. Learn something new. Now, boom. Okay, your mental health. Meditation. Okay, boom. You got like an hour or some change. Okay, meditate for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes even. Okay, boom. Now you're meditating, visualizing your day. Okay, cool. Journaling. Okay, here's how I feel today. Even though I feel this way, I know it's not really real, etc., etc. You just did 4 things to get yourself to heaven before your job even started. Now your children wake up. Boom, you should be grateful because look at their smile. Look at them. They're so beautiful and they're so tiny. They're tiny demigods. Literally, they're tiny hybrids. So now you look at them and you say to yourself, I love my kids, right? Get them dressed. Enjoy the experience because there'll be a day to where you won't dress them up anymore. You won't brush your teeth for them anymore because why? They'll be grown. Mom, I don't need help with my hair anymore. Like, Mom, I get like, Dad, watch out. Like, that's what's going to happen. So you have to be okay with that. But it's all a spell. So now, once you're doing that, you think to yourself, okay, enjoy the experience. Get them some food. Hey, honey, like, here comes the train. Boo, whatever the case may be. Like, just play around with, like, enjoy. No matter how tired you are, enjoy it. You drop them off. Okay, boom. Or your husband, your wife, whatever the case may be. You drop them off at school. Now, it's like, okay, you're going to work. All right, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Fake it till you make it, literally. Now you're at your job, you're thinking to yourself, you're working, but consciously you know you shouldn't be there. That's okay though. Jot down ideas for your business, for your hobbies. Now 9 to 5 goes by. Boom. Spellcasting. Now you're going in traffic. Somebody cuts you off. Don't yell. Don't get road rage. Just be like, you know what? I want to cuss this nigga out, but it's cool. They probably got to get somewhere more important than me. That's fine. At least I'm safe and I'm sound. Now, boom, you get to the crib. Okay, you guys, so now your kids are probably at the crib, like they're probably at the house, or your spouse picked them up, whatever the case may be. Or you go and get them. You're at the house. It's like 6 now in the afternoon. Make sure your kids are showered, they're learning something new. So now you got more time for yourself and your family to build your family up. It's all about sacrifices for you because you are the sacrificial lamb. Literally, Jesus. So now, once you got your kids intact, now you think to yourself, okay, once they go to sleep at like 8, I got like maybe 3 or 4 hours of myself. Now, that 3 or 4 hours after 6, it's still 8 hours in total for your hobby. So don't forget, you woke up at 4 and you had 4 hours to yourself. Now your kids are asleep. You still got 4 hours left. So that's 8 hours in total, my nigga. So you still accomplished more than the average person. Now your kids are asleep. They're well fed. Their hygiene is good. They showered. Boom. Now it's like if you don't got a partner, if you're single, you're definitely good. But if you're together, make sure that they are good, but you communicate. Hey, I'm finna be in the office real quick. I'm finna get my stuff done. Yeah, I'm finna get my stuff done real quick, you know what I'm saying? So give them a kid. And what's crazy, they can watch you work too. So now as I'm watching you work, now it's like, okay, I got 4 hours left. What can I do to better my life? Okay, so earlier I worked on my book, but now I'm gonna do more pages. Oh wait, I just made 1 video today. I can make 3. Fuck it, let me go ahead and make 3 videos now. So boom, now you made 3 videos. You just sat there and did 8 hours of work. Now when you wake up, boom, again, you sit there and think to yourself, all right, alarm wakes up, beep, beep, beep. Another day, another dollar. Literally the same exact program. And you're like, when will it stop? It never stops, God. You cannot stop till you accomplish your goals. And even when you accomplish them, you still don't stop because you have to make more goals for yourself. So let's say you want that house on the hill. Now you got it. You wake up. Think about it. Think about this shit. Now let's go ahead and manifest for real. Let's actually speak some real spells. You wake up. You wake up in your nice house. You got a ocean front view. You got a city view, suburban view. You got farm view. Whatever view you got. You got your ideal view. You wake up. Your alarm clock goes off. Beep, beep, beep. You haven't got to talk. Just embrace the moment. Think about all that you came through with. Your kids are grown up now. You escaped a 9-to-5 job that you hated. You don't got to be in traffic no more. You did it. You spoke your existence every single day. Why? Because you dedicated 4 hours to your meaningless life every day. And the thing is too, even on the weekend, your week never ended on the weekend. So what is a weekend? How can a week end when it starts again? So what is a weekday? You get what I'm saying? So weekdays, you are dazed weekly. So you're weakened by your weekdays. Can't make this stuff up. My boy Dre, what's good, Reflection? Literally. So your weekdays are your weekend days. That's exactly why on Monday you're tired. Tuesday you're somewhat tired. Wednesday you got energy, but it's like, it's almost Friday. Thursday it's like you're almost amped up. Friday you're celebrating. Oh yeah, Saturday you really going crazy. Now Sunday you chilling because you know you got to go to work on Monday. No. Now you wake up. Every day Saturday for you now. Why? 8 hours every day you put into your hobbies, and your hobbies became your career. You wake up, you look outside, you open the curtains out, you like, look at this, man, this is my life. Your kids are like, man, mom, dad, you did it. Like, how did you do it? Sit down. And what's crazy, if you smoke you one, you drink one, whatever the case may be, whatever you do, talk to your kids, you like, so this is how I did it. And now your kids are like, man, I love my parents, bro. They're just so, yeah. Because now, as you made it in life, you have to make sure you pass down that same program to your kids, because you want that successful bloodline, literally, because the other side is not like us. You come from a rich, abundant, spiritual background. So no matter what, you have to always go hard no matter what. So you should be able to have a life to where you see a price and you say, this shit costs 50 bands. You really want this shit? Fuck it. Let's get it. But you have that, like, that's how rich you are in your currency. Because no matter what, money means nothing to you, because you are literally a money machine. So you should want to make money in your sleep. But the only thing that is, though, you have to actually want to wake up early. So how are you a boss going to work late? How are you a boss not showing up to work early? So it's like, if you can't even make it to work early at your 9-to-5 job, and you're trying to be a boss, it's like you can't even get mad at you're not even your own boss or entrepreneur because you can't even get up early. It's like, come on, man. That doesn't even make sense. It don't. So it's like, go to the gym early at like 6 or 7 a.m. Look at the people who are working out. Those people are on the same type of wavelength that you are already on. I said that way too fast. Those people at the gym are on the same type of wavelength that you are already on. So when you go to the gym at 5 a.m., just see people like, because I'll be like in the gym working out. I just see people, I just be like, this is like heaven, bro. Because the world is damn near asleep at 5 or 4. Like, think about it. If you tell the average person, hey, wake up at 4. Nah, bro, I can't do that, bro. I get up at like 11. You get up at 11? You get up at 11. You just wasted damn near your whole day. Damn near. But somebody would say, you get up at 11? I get up at 3. You get up at 3 in the afternoon? Boy, you wasted damn near half of your existence for that whole day. And then they'll be like, man, that's fine, bro. I still get to work. But then after work, what do? Chilling. Exactly. And that's exactly why 30 years down the line, you'll be stuck saying, chilling. That's same as that program. Like, nah. So, no matter what, bro, you have to always speak a positive spell into your program. Because the moment you open your mouth, you are speaking a spell. You are casting a spell. That's exactly why you are spelling. So therefore, that's exactly why cursive is not taught anymore, because people can't type in cursive. But if you can, and that shows that can't nobody fuck you over in fine print. Not only that, once you are signing your signature, then you'll figure out what you are actually signing up for and the price that you will pay for what you're signing up for. So no matter what, when you're speaking, you'll be able to be careful of your thoughts as you're speaking them loudly. So as you're being conscious of your thoughts, your ego will speak a certain way, but your spiritual ego will contradict itself, which is why no matter what, you have to always make sure that you move with love and you move by being authentic no matter what. Like, stop trying to be somebody that you're not. Actually speak that positivity every time you open your mouth, because people need that in this world. No matter how negative somebody is towards you, who cares? Let them be negative towards, like, it doesn't even matter. They're projecting. Like, nobody cares. Like, do you know who you are? Like, you're worried because somebody named Django 589 said, I hate your content. And? I don't care. The hell? Like, some of y'all be like, man, I can't do it. I hate the internet because, like, people are so mean. You're crying because somebody on a keyboard or on their phone typed their unconscious thoughts and you're mad about it. Or your boss said, you will never be shit. Or your teacher said, you'll never be successful. You're mad because somebody told you that you won't be successful? It's like, prove them wrong by proving yourself right. Like, prove them wrong by proving yourself right. Okay, I won't be successful. Say less. Watch this. So now when you're successful, I always knew you would do it. Get my dick out your mouth. It's like, nah, you was hating on me back. It's like, embrace those moments. Like, embrace them. Like, you should want the hate. You should want the balance of negativity or negative spells on you. Why? Man, get that out of here. Like, if somebody says, I hate you. Thank you. I love you too. Like, I hate your shoes. Okay, cool. Thank you. I love yours. This nigga just say he loved my shoes. I hate your shoes. I love yours. This nigga's a weirdo. I hate your shoes. I heard you, brother. I love yours. Nah, bro, I can't do it. That's how you should be in life. Love the experience. And the thing is, too, if you get into an argument with somebody, don't go back and forth with them, because all you're doing is you're talking to a brick wall. You're talking to their unconscious ego, so they can't even hear you. You're doing something right if they hate it. Literally. And you should want to have haters. Like, it's like, if everybody loves you, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. You should not want to be accepted by everybody, because that will blind you from the real haters. Literally. But I don't want to make this video too long, you know, so I just want to have these late night thoughts, because we have to make sure that we speak positive spells towards our enlightenment. Our mind is always going to be unconscious. We are living in an experience through Satan's ego and through Lucifer's awareness. So because of that, you have to always contradict everything and question everything. If you're not telling yourself the body that you are living at, then you won't get that summer body. And the thing is, too, you won't even put into action to get that body. It's like, oh, I want 8-pack. I want an 8-pack. Okay, it sounds good, but what you gonna do for it? Shit, I want to get some surgery on it. By all means, you can do that, but still, you have to upkeep that maintenance on your body. So once again, what will you do to keep that 8-pack? Because you can get an 8-pack and then all of a sudden you're gonna lose it. It's like you worked a year for all of that and then you lost it. What did you do it for then? Oh, you just wanted validation from everybody else's ego. I get it. That's what a human would do. So therefore, when you become mentally at a God comprehension, humbly speaking, when you think like God, or how God would actually think, because you are actually that fallen image of God, when you think like that enlightenment or that awareness or that ability or that capability of your divinity, then you think to yourself, I control my life. I control my ego. I control my destiny. I control my purpose. I control my passions. I control my money. I control my reality. So every day, how will you bring heaven towards your hell? How will you make heaven your hell? How will you make hell your heaven? No matter what, life is ass. Yes, I agree with that. It's fucked up. It's sad. It's depressing. Cool. We get that. But every day, you cannot keep mucus. damn. Every day. You cannot keep on telling yourself that negative projection, because all you're going to do is just be a victim to that common sense factor. Like, yeah, no shit. We know it's a messed up world. We get it. But what you going to do about it? What you going to do? Are you going to hide in the house? Are you just going to just duck off and just be a slave to somebody else's mind? It's like, no. We got work to do, so do it tired. There is no need for you to be sleeping all day. Get your ass up and get to work. Get your ass up and go work out. Get your ass up and actually make your reality your fruition. Go find yourself, God. Go, like, you won't find yourself on the internet. You just won't. Like, people on the internet are copycats, just like Satan. So therefore, you are the content creator. You are not a consumer, but you are the producer. So stop consuming unconsciousness and produce consciousness. Stop consuming unconsciousness and produce consciousness. Literally. Damn. So yeah. So yeah, man. I didn't want to make this video too long, and I'll keep saying that, but more videos coming up soon, because we got to talk about so many things in this simulation. So we're not done. The teachings will always keep on being taught. But I appreciate y'all for watching. The full video will be on YouTube as well. And understand we also got more questions. So if you do got more questions, they can get answered. And if you're supporting from, since the beginning, always remember, I appreciate you and I see you for who you are. Thank you for always being here from the beginning to the end. Because no matter what, no matter who was watching, just know people weren't there in the beginning. So no matter what, if you're seeing this from the beginning, just know we're going to always remain the same, no matter how much money will try to enhance the ego. Because money can't enhance a free thinker. Because without the money, who am I? Myself. With the money, who are you? Yourself. So in the day, you don't need money to validate your existence. Because you are a money magnet. You are a money symbol. You are a money figure. So therefore, manifest how much money you want. Manifest whatever life you want. Manifest that aura that you want. Manifest that love, that light, that bliss that you want. Manifest that beauty. Manifest yourself to be whatever you want. If you are walking like God, then you will know what God walks like. Every day you should be telling yourself, I am God, because that's who you are. Somebody will say, whoa, fuck what people think. You are God, fam. People can't comprehend that because they're still a human being, or they're actually thinking like a human being. But therefore, who are they being? Their unconscious self. But now that you're conscious of yourself, who are you being, God? Who are you becoming? Become who you always were, your higher self. Once you become your higher self, your subconscious mind has to submit to you. That's the whole key to actually beating the game, beating the matrix. You have to make your ego submit to you. Once you can do that, what you think gonna happen? You're gonna dominate the simulation's ego. You can't make this stuff up. Just look around you. Look around you. Our mind think that, yeah, I'm also gonna cook up. Our mind thinks that this is actually reality, and it's not. So therefore, make reality your heaven every day. No excuses. So even so, when you go to bed tonight, wake up with a great attitude and go work out your mind. Don't stop the grind. And what's crazy, even to my content influencers out there as well, to people who make videos or who do whatever, or if you play a sport, if you make art, I don't care if you are in a coliseum with 2 people. You better go hard for those 2 people that's watching you. Because think about it. Imagine you are in a coliseum playing a game, or you're painting art, and 2 people watch you every day for a year. And you say, man, it's only 2 people here supporting me, man. This shit you better be glad there's 2 people actually watching you. Because it don't got to be nobody, and you really going to be sad. So it's like, embrace that. Embrace whoever is looking up to you, whoever's watching what you're doing, because 5 years, 40 years down the line, they're going to remember all the things that you taught them. And what makes you think they won't support you the whole way through? Not only that, we have to uplift each other and bring ourselves to that higher pedestal that we strive to reach in. I love y'all so much, man. Have a great and blissful night. Always stay awakened, and remember, contradict everything, question everything. Once you transcend your ego, you'll be able to lead a simulation. I love you so much. Have a great, wonderful night.